People are going to die in very large numbers around the world who are expecting the United States to live up to our promises to get them medicine, to get them help. And when that happens, people are going to remember that. There are people right now who have HIV who are alive only because the United States is making sure of that. Donald Trump says, we don't care. You go die. That's the message from the United States government. It is the wrong message to be sending, and it opens up the door for China and other people say, at least we're a stable government who's not going to leave you out here to die.
CNN is pissed because Trump is cutting the corruption line from USAID, USAID, because on their website, before we go through all the CNN clips, let me show you why they're all mad. On Friday, February 7th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m., all USAID direct hire personnel will be placed on administrative leave globally, with the exception of some certain people. Now, according to reports, that's 97% of those USAID workers are not coming back to work. Why? We'll hear from Trump directly later in the video, but first, let's hear some more, starting with Ilhan Omar on CNN, before we get to Bill Gates and many others. It's itsSeanDaniel here. If you enjoy the video and you don't like Bill Gates, consider subscribing or hitting the like button down below or joining my YouTube membership to support me. Let's hear from the Somalian refugee.
USAID move, and they don't want to help the Ilhan Omars or their families. They want to help their own families. Can you explain to those people why you think they should be interested in helping families like yours?
Well, I mean, I think what is really important for the American people to understand is that this money really amounts to less than 1% of what our budget is as a country. It is money that goes to the most vulnerable around the world. It is already appropriated, and it can't be reappropriated. And so what we are seeing right now is Elon Musk, a billionaire who is attempting to take away resources from the poorest people around the world. This is someone who is not a government official. He wasn't elected. He's not appointed. He holds foreign debt and foreign interests. And so we should all look at this with cautious eyes and with curiosity to understand why he is making these decisions and why he's being allowed to make these decisions.
Yeah, guys, no big deal. It's only 1% of the budget, so don't really worry about where the money's going, who's profiting off it, and it's already been appropriated. It's already been put in place. We don't want to mess with anything. Why is that, Ilhan? You get any money from that? But we know who has definitely not benefited at all from USAID, and that's Bill Gates. So explain to us, Bill.
Well, let's start with Elon Musk. He's called USAID a criminal organization. He called it evil. He talked about it's a radical left political psyop. To you, what is the importance of USAID and the U.S. giving aid to people in need around the world?
Well, USAID plays a super important role in dispensing our aid budget, which is less than 1% of the government budget. Usually it's pretty obscure, so maybe this is a chance to talk about, okay, is some of that work we'd like to change, but overall, it's work that saves millions of lives and, helps strengthen relationships for the United States.
If it's just moved into the State Department, does that matter?
No, the exact organization can change. It was kept separate, so the idea of helping the poorest, you'd have, a real priority for that in mind. And I'm not, against some degree of tuning, but, having all those people not come into work and characterizing the whole thing in a negative way, I'm a little disappointed in that.
Because you're disappointed how it affects your pocketbooks, all the non-profits that bring no profit to you whatsoever, that you organize in countries across the world, Bill? Is that why? Is that why you are saying the exact same thing as every other Democrat person about 1%? It's only 1%. It's only 1%. Just let it go, guys. It's not a big deal. What interesting timing that they all say the same thing. But it wasn't just the libs on CNN. It was the actual elected officials who are freaking out because possibly their money train is coming to an end, baby.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist!
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your asses.
We
have days to stop the destruction of our democracy. We have work to do. Tell Elon Musk to take his hands off your money. We don't pledge allegiance to the creepy 22-year-olds working for Elon Musk. We pledge allegiance to the United States of America.
And goddamn it, shut down the city! We are at war!
We will win. We will win. We won't rest. We won't rest.
Gretchen.
Yes,
So,
they need the Democrats need a real leader.
all right, are you fired up after
I'm fired up and ready to go. Can't you see it in my face?
This is the extent to which these people will go to save their ass, save the asses of their lobbyists who benefit them and who get these kickbacks, allegedly. They will embarrass themselves, try to throw this whole rally together. They're willing to show this much emotion because it is this big of a problem to them if the money is cut off. But don't take my word for it. Take the word of this African guy saying that, yo, this is basically a waste of time that you guys send all this money to us.
Yes, I support the lady. Trump should cut everything. Cut everything completely. He shouldn't even make it 99, 90, whatever days. He should cut it completely. We don't need it. It rather goes to other individuals, but not us. Please, he should cut it completely.
The money doesn't really come to us, but to other people. And this echoes exactly what Trump has said about why Elon is doing a great job by overseeing USAID and trying to cut 97% of the workers.
On Elon Musk, how often are you talking to him? And have there been ideas that he's brought to you that you've said, oh no, wait a minute, this is going a little too far?
Well, many ideas, but look, he's done a great job. Look at all the fraud that he's found in this USAID. It's a disaster what the people, radical left lunatics, they have things that nobody would have even believed. The whole thing with $100 million spent on you know what, with money going to all sorts of groups that shouldn't deserve to get any money. With the money, I'd like to see what the kickbacks are. How much money has been kicked back? Who would spend that kind of money to some of the things that you read about and I read about and I see every night on the news and every morning when I read the papers? Who would spend money for that? I would say this, the people that got all that money, are they kicking it back to the people that gave it from government? No, that's, to me, very, very corrupt. The real question is, how much of a kickback has there been? And
we can almost guarantee that these are the people getting the kickbacks because of the way they freaked out, rallied together, and tried to attack Trump and Elon Musk and put on this whole facade and this parade because he's cutting these workers, he's cutting these aides. It makes sense they're getting kickbacks, exactly what Trump says. And thankfully we have a president who's keeping it real even about corruption. It's itsSeanDaniel here. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing or hitting the like button or joining my YouTube membership by hitting that join button to support me each month. And if you want to continue watching, check out this video of Kamala Harris's true interview footage that was released from her 60 Minutes interview. And I'll see you in the next one.